I have lied, but I am not a liar.
Michael Cohen is a convicted liar, and he's got no credibility whatsoever.
It seems that Todd Blanche and the Trump defense team, it seems like they've landed some real punches today. Todd Blanche, Trump's attorney, will again ask the questions. The Trump attorney landed several notable blows on Cohen, underlining seeming inconsistencies in Cohen's memory. At one point, Blanche accused Cohen of inventing, apparently out of thin air, a conversation with Donald Trump about the payment at the heart of the trial, the hush money intended to silence adult film star and director Stormy Daniels.
That call happened at 8:02 p.m., Michael Cohen to Schiller and Trump. Turns out there's a bunch of text messages before and after, but they're about something else altogether. Earlier that night, about an hour earlier, Cohen was receiving a series of harassing texts from some unknown 14-year-old kid. And Cohen is exercised about this. He texts Keith Schiller and says, I need to talk to you about these harassing texts. At 8:02 p.m., just before the call, Schiller says, call me. They have the call at 8:02 p.m. And then right after, Cohen texts Schiller the phone number of these 14-year-old kids. So it looks like that call was actually about the 14-year-old kid who was harassing Michael Cohen. And when Cohen was confronted with this seeming inconsistency on cross-examination, here's how he answered. Part of it was the 14-year-old, but I know that Keith was with Mr. Trump at the time, and there was more than potentially just this. So it's unclear if Cohen is saying, maybe I got it wrong, maybe it happened some other time.
Cohen, I blame people, yes. Blanche, you blame your accountant? Cohen, correct. Blanche, at times you blame the bank? Cohen, correct. Blanche, you blame federal prosecutors, correct? Cohen, yes, sir. Blanche, you blame the judge? Cohen, yes, sir. Blanche, you blame President Trump? Cohen, yes, sir. Not particularly repentant. And also political pressures, right? I mean, it seems very obvious, and I don't know that the jury is going to be exposed to this, but obviously Alvin Bragg, as an elected political official, felt some, I guess the most charitable way to put it is he felt pressure to be bold and go after a former president. A less charitable interpretation might be he felt pressure as a Democrat in a Democratic city to go after a Republican president that a lot of people didn't like.
Just add one quick thing. You will hear people say, well, the DA's office charges falsification of business records all the time. You hear the DA's office has said it's the bread and butter of what they do. That is true, but that is drawing the boundaries really, really broadly. The fact is they charge this particular statute in this manner, tacking it onto a federal election campaign with no separate fraud charge? Never.
Right.
Never. Twice in 10 years. That's hundreds of thousands of cases. So it's all in how you look at it, like many things with this.
Tim.
Well, I have to say, I learned that Michael Cohen is a bully. He's a thug. He's disbarred. He's a convict. He lied repeatedly to almost everyone about everything, about what Donald Trump knew and didn't know. But now that I find out that he's a thief, my whole perception is exactly the same as it was.
He basically admitted to stealing from the Trump organization, stealing $60,000.
Cohen admitting during cross-examination that he stole tens of thousands of dollars from the Trump organization. Joining us, did prosecutors give Cohen a free pass in not charging him for this theft, which he now acknowledges? The $60,000, though, that he stole from the Trump organization was part of the overall payment at issue in this whole case, the $420,000 reimbursement, which allegedly included covering the payments to Stormy Daniels. How problematic, Lanny, is that? Michael Cohen's admission today that he stole from the Trump organization was one of the final very dramatic moments of his 17-plus hours of testimony.
Donald Trump shook his head and smirked, according to CNN's reporters in the courtroom, when his former attorney, Michael Cohen, today admitted he'd stolen money from the Trump organization. Trump's defense attorney Todd Blanche pinning Cohen down on how Cohen had once overbilled Trump's company for a reimbursement of money Cohen had paid to a tech firm. You did steal from the Trump organization based upon the expected reimbursement, Blanche asked. Yes, sir, Cohen said.
And the department has to investigate discrimination aggressively.